works. Even if you don't care about your fellow man, you better care how stuff works. You better want to know how things operate, ladies and gentlemen. The world isn't all patty cake, nice, friendly. It's very dangerous. There's a lot of hardcore parasites in the elite ranks and at the low-level ranks. There's people out here in daily business that'll rip you off in 10 seconds, that'll scam you in 1 second. There's a million people out here that'll knock you over the head or shoot you full of holes for $100. There's people out here that'll get you and kill you just for fun. There's people out there that'll screw you to the wall. Stop being denied. Stop living in denial. Stop being little mindless, gullible sheep out there. And start acting like Sanders did. Just let these crooks know you don't respect them, they're filth, and they're going to be brought to justice. We need jail time for these people. Prison is the only place they need to go.
Hello, this is Peter Cronschnabel from Midas Resources, and I'd like to share some thoughts with you. In today's economy, with the government spending gone wild, the banking system on the verge of collapse, and Wall Street in continuous freefall, we both know that it's critical that you protect your savings and retirement programs now. Macroeconomics can be very confusing, but the solution to securing your personal assets is very simple. It's purchase of gold and silver. These precious metals have been the trusted means of exchange for centuries, and they've never been more important in our country's history. It's up to you to design your survival plan, one based on gold and silver. Give me a call. I'm Peter Cronschnabel at 800-686-2237, extension 108, and allow me to outline an easy answer to your questions. That's Peter Cronschnabel at 1-800-686-2237, extension 108. Call Peter at 1-800-686-2237, extension 108, while you can still purchase gold with paper.
May I have everybody's attention, please? I've come with a message of information. 9/11 was an inside job.
Do you like being a puppet, sir? Do you like being a puppet for the New World Order?
How do the American people know that 9/11 was a stage, was engineered by you, David Rockefeller, the Trilateral Commission, the CFR?
Will you please sit down and shut up?
The day that we stop asking questions is the day that we have allowed the seeds of despotism to grow at our own door.
7 years after the attacks of September 11th, a global awakening has taken place.
An inside job? How dare you?
If you know that there's treason going on, you can be held accountable for treason yourself.
All hell is breaking loose on 6th Avenue.
And if the government has not told the truth, in 5 years we will be here on the 10th anniversary of 9/11.
Truth Rising. Download the film at prisonplanet.tv right now, or get the DVD at Infowars.com. It's now time to take the revolution to the next level.
Rough roads might be ahead for the economy, but your vehicle doesn't have to experience them. Can't afford a new vehicle or even an expensive repair? Now you can take care of your vehicle with Protecta Engine Oil Booster by SFR, which is a fully synthetic oil booster. Protecta Engine Oil Booster fortifies your motor oil to help your engine last longer. Protecta Engine Oil Booster has been tested by independent laboratories and proven in over 1 million vehicles worldwide. We'll give you enough Protecta Engine Oil Booster for 5 complete oil changes for only $22.95. That's enough for 2 vehicles for up to 1 year. Start taking care of your vehicle today. Take advantage of this limited time offer and receive free shipping. Protecta Engine Oil Booster is the last defense against engine wear. Go to oilcompanysecret.com or call 1-888-873-7371. That's oilcompanysecret.com or 888-873-7371. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. Call 888-873-7371 or visit oilcompanysecret.com.
Phase 1 of the Insider's plan for a one-world government has been initiated with the recent bailout. International bankers and power brokers have engineered the current crisis to create a new currency and a new World Bank to act as savior. But we've only seen the beginning. Their next engineered crisis will be on a scale never before seen in modern times. Shortages and empty shelves will spread fear and panic across the land. The Insiders have discovered that they must control 2 things to seize total power. Phase 1 is a one-world currency, which we are currently being prepared to accept. Phase 2 of their insidious plan is complete control of our food supplies. Go to www.foodshortageusa.com for the details. That's www.foodshortageusa.com to learn how to prepare for the unthinkable. Don't wait for empty shelves. Learn how to make your own survival foods for pennies on the dollar. Go to foodshortageusa.com or call 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365.
Dr. Rebecca Carley is a a degreed medical doctor, surgeon. Her only child was damaged by vaccine. She began to investigate it. And we just got her on the line. She was pointing out something I wasn't even aware of. The London Telegraph reporting on a bunch of people dying in Poland from a bird flu vaccine test. And you guys did pull that up, right? You said that you did pull it up. Throw that up on screen for folks so they can see it. There's a lot to cover in the time we have left, and I also want to go to calls for folks that are holding on this subject. But Dr. Carley, we'll have to have you back up next week for 2 hours if you can do it to really detail all this and go through your knowledge. Now, on one side, bird flu itself can kill people, but it's very hard to catch. The point is they're mixing it with vaccines and then not even irradiating it. That's no accident. Just absolutely amazing. And regular flu vaccine inoculations, and thank God some subcontractors tested it and it killed the ferrets. They were testing it just to see if the regular flu vaccine had been irradiated, because if the ferret gets sick, they know it hadn't been irradiated properly. But instead, the ferrets died. This is mainstream news. This is deadly bird flu they were trying to mutate. But let's just go ahead and go to Dr. Rebecca Carley. Tell us what's happening.
Basically, they're trying to cause the pandemic. They have already stockpiled at least 250 million doses of the bird flu vaccine. The shelf life of that vaccine has a certain amount of time by which they'll have to throw in the garbage. So they have to start the pandemic so that they can give the vaccine, which will then cause the bird flu pandemic. I encourage all of your listeners to go to my website, drcarley.com, drcarley.com. Go to the bottom of my site, and you will actually see posted an article entitled U.S. Controls Bird Flu Vaccines Over Bioweapon Fears. In fact, this is an Associated Press article that says that our government is reluctant to give bird flu vaccine to some of the rogue nations for fear they will use the vaccine as biological warfare. So when you actually look at what's out there, folks, it becomes crystal clear. This is genocide. This is population reduction, and it's happening right now.
All right, let me stop you right there. You just brought a huge piece of the puzzle that I wasn't even aware of. We Googled it. It's true. I have the AP article about them admitting bird flu vaccine can be used as a bioweapon. Now this company in the U.S. ships it, doesn't tell the companies they're subcontracting to make regular flu vaccine that they're mixing it. By God's grace, they did a test, and it killed the animals. They looked at it and said, this is H5N1, the deadly stuff that would then become airborne by being mixed with the other flu vaccine. And here it is. Homeless people die after bird flu vaccine trial in Poland. The London Telegraph, July 2008. And it says 3 Polish doctors, 6 nurses are facing criminal prosecution for a number of homeless people died following medical trials of a vaccine to the H5N1 bird flu virus. I mean, this is, and they keep telling you you're a kook if you don't want to take vaccines, doctor.
Right. Well, let me also state, you see, this is very intentional because the H5N1 bird flu virus is not actually able to be picked up by humans in a regular scenario. So by putting it but with a regular human flu, they're intentionally causing it to create a hybrid virus. And this is how they're going to make the bird flu virus be contracted by the people, because it's very virulent, and basically the scenario that it creates is very disturbing. You actually bleed out into your lungs and suffocate on your own blood.
Please continue.
Okay, and I want to just make it clear, I encourage the listeners once again to go to my website, drcarley.com, and read the article I now have posted, Science of Vaccine Damage. We have a number of non-pharma-funded veterinarian researchers that have documented what I've been saying for 12 years, that it's not just the diseases themselves that vaccines cause. When you inject live viruses into the bloodstream, you bypass a critical part of the immune system, and vaccines, in fact, cause all autoimmune diseases, non-traumatic seizures, cancer, and genetic problems in people and in pets. So this is the greatest epidemic the world has ever known, vaccine-induced diseases. I've developed a protocol to reverse these things, but we have to stop this Holocaust on humanity, not only humanity, our pets, and our food sources.
Well, doctor, I wanted to back you up. All these big veterinary university studies, as you know, have now come out showing thousands of percentile increases in the area where dogs and cats are injected. Everybody I know injects their cats and dogs, and they almost die. They have seizures. It causes, as other medical doctors have told us, autoimmune responses where the brain swells. That's causing actually most of the autism. The mercury is a side issue.
Right.
And